The Hitler Years. Disaster, 1940 to 1945, by Frank McDonough. Narrated by Paul Mcgann. Introduction. Over 2 volumes, The Hitler Years tells the dramatic and horrific story of the Third Reich from 1933 to 1945. I adopt a chronological narrative framework, and each chapter deals with a specific year in vivid detail. The first volume, Triumph, covered the period from January 1933 to the end of December 1939. It charted the behind-the-scenes intrigues that brought Hitler to power, the destruction of democracy in Germany, the brutal removal of his political opponents, including the Night of the Long Knives, and the evolution of Nazi anti-Jewish policy. It also revealed the caution Hitler adopted in domestic affairs, and especially in foreign policy, and his instinctive ability to exploit shifting political events. In the end, I argued that Hitler's fundamental belief that only a war could bring Germany the living space it required in order to become a genuine superpower led directly to the conflict with Poland, France, and Britain that began in September 1939. This second volume, Disaster, covers the years from 1940 to 1945, when Germany went from the zenith of its military power to comprehensive defeat. Accordingly, the central focus of this book is on Germany's role in the Second World War, particularly the military progress of the war, and the key turning points for Germany. But it also shows how Hitler, as well as the Nazi elite, German officers, soldiers, and the German people, reacted to the conflict. In particular, how the Germans coped with the ferocious Allied air attacks from 1942 onwards, and the gradual collapse of German society towards the end of the war. Another dominant strand of this volume is the horrific mass murder of an estimated 6 million Jews, which the Nazis referred to as their final solution of the Jewish question. It will be revealed how the Holocaust began with ghettoization in the German-occupied areas of Poland in 1939 to 40, then escalated to the mass shootings of Jews in the Soviet Union during the latter months of 1941, before leading to the creation of purpose-built extermination camps, eventually reaching its most murderous period in 1942, during Operation Reinhard. Contrary to popular belief, historical knowledge of the Third Reich is by no means complete.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?